All right, this is the Math Models Unit 8 or Pro Unit 9 video review. First things first, you got vocabulary here in the first part of this review. Make sure you go over that yourself and make sure you know the definitions of those terms. The rest of this is going to be some different formulas and some things we talked about in the video, so we're just going to go through this together. I went ahead and I'm going to scroll down and show you there's a formula sheet down near the end with formulas, and then also the links that are from the videos, the links we used in the lessons we did. Okay, need to change that. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, let's jump over to the review questions. Let's see here. Yep, starting here. Might be a little blurry, but you have the review. I'll have the review with you, so just kind of use what you have. It says here you wish to make an investment of $7,500 at 9% interest. How long will it take your investment to double at simple interest, compound interest, and continuous interest? So what you need to do here is there's a formula for each one of these options, and they're listed here, time to double an investment, on the review sheet. So you can have access to this formula chart. And so we'll go through each one of these. So for simple interest, we're going to do 1 divided by R. For quarterly interest, we're going to do 72 divided by R as a percentage. And then for compound interest continuous, we're going to do 0.693 divided by R. Just get rid of that real quick. Sorry, I made a bit of a mess there with that one. All right. So 1 over R, that's going to be 1 over 0.09. 1 divided by 0.09. And my face is in the way. 11.1. It says it's going to take 11.1 years to double at simple interest. 72 divided by, and as a percentage, so not 0.09, but 9, will take 8 years at, 72 divided by 9 is 8 years at compound interest. And then 0.693 divided by 0.09, 7.7 years as compound interest. Or sorry, continuously compounded interest. So that's how that works right there. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. You got your 3 formulas. We went over that example way back at the beginning of the unit. But you got your time to double an investment right there. All right. Ms. Bridgewater contributes $1,250 per month to her retirement account before withholding taxes are taken out. If her tax bracket is 30%, how much is she saving in taxes? The concept here is that all the money she puts into that account is not taxed. So she's saving 30% of all the money she puts into that account. And so we're going to say that she saves this amount times 30% each month, which means that times 12 will give us the annual. So there's the formula, the way that you need to do that. So we're going to go in and we're going to do 1,250 times 0.3 for the 30% that she is saving. And we're going to do it every month for 12 months, $4,500 on that one. All right. You sell 799 shares of Apple at $6.59. You purchased it at $35.55. How much money did you lose? Well, for each share, we lost the difference between these two numbers. So we're going to subtract 6.59 from 35.55, which means I lost 28.96 per share. And I have 799 shares. So we're going to multiply that answer times 799. We lost a lot of money, $23,000. $139.04. So there we're taking the difference between the prices and we're multiplying times the number of shares, and that gives us the amount of money. All right. So let's go to our next set. That's number 3. Let's go to number 4 here. A little bit different. You wish to make an investment of $7,500 at 9% interest. How much will your investment be worth in 30 years at simple interest, compounded quarterly, compounded continuously? So we're going to do 3 different types of interest. We have a formula for this over here on our review sheet. For each one of these, there's also a calculator. If you'd like to use those, go ahead. I'm going to work it out using the formula here. All right, so simple interest is P times 1 plus RT. So simple interest is A equals P times 1 plus RT. Compounded quarterly is going to be P1 plus R divided by N raised to the N times T power. And then compounded continuously is going to be, go down here, PERT. ERT. So we'll do each one of these separately. So here we go. P is our 7,500 because that's the initial amount. That's what we call the principal. So that's this right here is my P. This is my R. T is 30. So 1 plus R, which is 0.09. Times 30. So when we do all that, we get 7,500 times 1 plus 0.09 times 30 and 27,750. 27,750. All right, next one, compounded quarterly. This one, I will show you how to use the online calculator for this. So let's go to compound interest real quick and look at how to do this one. So we're going to find the amount. We know our principal is 7,500. Our rate is 9%. We're doing that quarterly, and it's going to do it for 30 years. Calculate. 108,307. 108,307. Just be aware, the answer from the online calculator might not be exactly what you got there, but just choose the answer on the test that's closest to being that. Then for our last one, we have 7,500 times E raised to the 0.09 times 30 power. E is on your calculator. I'll show you where that is on Desmos. You should have an E button somewhere on your calculator. So I'm going to have 7,500. I'm going to click on the function menu, and I'm going to go to the E button right here, E to the X. And we're going to do R, which is 0.09, and we're going to multiply that times 30, and we get 111,597. 111,597 and 0.99. And those are our 3 answers. All right. That's kind of in the way there. So you bought, next one, you bought a bond. This is a bond question. We went over this in lesson 8. If you want to go look it over, there's some info about bonds in lesson 8. You bought a bond from Federal Farm Credit at 3 over 1/8, 20 with a price of $56.24. What's the yield? So to find the yield, you do the interest divided by 1,000. Oh, no, sorry. Oops. Times 1,000. Times 1,000 divided by the close price, or the price. So here we have 3 and 1/8. So we're going to do 3 and 1/8 times 1,000. And we're going to divide it by 56.24. And that's going to give us our final answer for the price. So we're going to go do that in the calculator. We have 3 and 1/8. 3 and 1/8. Oops. Okay. That's going to be 3 plus 1/8. So we're going to put that all together. Okay. That's really important because that's a mixed number. So that's this number we have right here. So we're going to do answer of that times 1,000. And then we're going to do that answer divided by 56.24, I believe. Let me check on that. Yep. And we get 55.56 or 57. 55.57 is the yield. Okay. The next question and the next few questions are more or less kind of problem-solving questions. They went over a bunch of these in this lesson. It says here, Claire has a chronic medical condition which requires her to visit the doctor once a month to use prescriptions that cost $75 per month. She also needs a special medical procedure 6 times a year that costs $2,500 each time. What are Claire's total yearly medical costs if her doctor charges $50 copay each visit? All right, let's go through this. We have $75 per month for the meds. To go to the doctor, she has to go $50 12 times. She has the procedure, which cost her $2,500 6 times. So we're going to do each one of those. 75 times 12. 75 times 12 is 900. 50 times 12 is 600. 2,500 times 6, 15,000. We're going to add all that together. So we're going to do 900 plus 600 plus 15,000, and we get $16,500. So again, just reading here and being careful about what you're doing on each step will get you there. So that's the answer there. A few more questions left. Next one builds on that one. It says Claire from the previous problem has medical insurance through her school. Her policy has a yearly deductible of $900, after which the insurance pays 75%. How much of the medical cost does Claire's insurance pay? So we know it costs $16,500. Claire pays the first $900, so we subtract that from that total, and we get $15,600. And then the insurance pays 75%. So we find out what that number is. $15,600 times 75% is $11,700. That's how much the insurance is going to pay. So that means Claire is going to pay everything that's left. So we're going to do 16,500 minus 11,700. And we're going to get 4,800 on that. So we did 16,500 minus 11,700. We got 4,800 for that one. All right, next problem continues. Claire's employer from the previous problem offers a second choice. It would cost her $453 per month. So start there, $453 per month. $20 for each visit. She's going 12 times, if you remember. $25 for drugs. That was going to be once a month as well. And $45 for each special procedure, which in this case is 6 times. So we do all these. 453 times 12, 5436. 20 times 12 is 240. 25 times 12 is 300. 45 times 6, 270. We're going to put all that together. We're going to do 5436 plus 300 plus 240 plus 270, 6,246. So it actually ends up costing more on the new plan than it did on the previous plan. Again, just basic problem solving there. Okay, last group. Here we go. Bridgewater plans to deposit $3,000 quarterly for 25 years at 6.8 interest compounded monthly. How much will she have in the account in 25 years? So here we're going to use the annuity calculator. We're going to use the first one, the future value. Okay. We're going to deposit quarterly. How much are we going to deposit? It said we're going to deposit $3,000 for 25 years at 6.8 interest. And we calculate. So the future value is $789,000. $4.78. All right. Pretty straightforward. Similar deal here. Her employer matches her $900 per month. So it's going to be monthly. So that's going to be 900 times 2 because the employer is also doing 900. That's what it says about matching. So she does 900, they do 900. It's 8.32%. And it's for 40 years. Whoa, 6,944,000. 944,277, I believe it said. And 27 cents. And that is it. So you can see how those work with those formulas or with the calculators online. So make sure you utilize those. But that is it for our review video for Math Models Unit 9, Pro Unit 8, or Pro Unit 9, Unit 8.